Welcome. Today we're going to discuss the technique thrusting salute, its execution, some of the things that go wrong during its execution, and just common things that you should know about the technique. So let's start out with the attack. The attack is a step through right front kick from the front, coming to your midsection or low. So there's two ways that we can start. We can start with our hands down, which is the ideal face, or you can start with your hands up. It really doesn't matter. Obviously, each have a benefit. So let's talk about the hands up. My hands are up when he comes in. I get off the line of attack, and my hand's ready to execute the block. So I keep my right hand high, do my downward block, and then as I reverse my hand, I lower my right hand to the bottom and bring my hand up, because remember, you don't ever want to have two hands occupying the same zone. But let's talk about the ideal face with our hands down. So the problem that can go here is I try to do my downward block, and if you notice, I'm going all the way around the clock. It's a little too late. This guy was quicker than me. I ended up getting kicked. So instead of going all the way around with the hand, I want to cut the circle and do the block. Now, let's talk about what's happening with the right. I could add the double factor and execute an inside downward palm up block as I cock the hand across before executing the downward. That would be this way, and then again, I'm going to reverse the hand. Now, you're asking, why are we bringing our hand up? Well, nowadays, most people don't kick and keep their hands down. They're trained fighters, so they're going to be kicking and following it up with a punch, which is basically what we're going to be doing in this technique. I'm going to kick and then follow it up with a heel pump. Right, so they're basically doing thrusting salute to us. So let's talk about what we're doing in the technique. There's a couple things we can do. We can stay on the line of attack, we can move off the line of attack, or we can move them off the line of attack and move ourselves off the line of attack. So right now we're going to be moving ourselves and leaving them on the line of attack. So I step to the right rear flank and I get my hands up and ready to go. So the idea here is I want to expose his center line so he's in his minimal depth zone, so it's very easy to move him. From here, we're going to talk about what we're doing with our right hand. We're going to do what's called fixed spatial cocking, which means I'm going to leave the hand fixed in space, and as I move my body, it's going to naturally cock it without me having to waste motion by pulling it back and leaving myself open. So once I'm here, I execute the kick, I catch up to my hand so I can deliver the heel pump. So things that can go wrong here. I do the kick, and then I wait and I delayed my step through so that I can deliver this with a circle as torque. I don't want to execute it as torque, I want to execute it as backup man. So think of this as a step through without the kick. Because remember, kicks are just exaggerated steps. So the idea is I get into my stance, I'm going to kick, and as I land, once I've established, I'm going to settle into the heel pump. So the thing that can go wrong here is over rotating and pulling my shoulder away from what I'm trying to strike, or under rotating, landing in your forward ball and not turning and engaging your shoulder. So let's talk about that one more time. Remember, this can be with the hands up or hands down. You can add the double factor. Hands come up so you cover for that punch. Keep in mind, if he doesn't throw the punch, you shouldn't be waiting for the punch. Just get the hands up ready to go. Minimal depth zone, kick, fixed spatial cocking so you don't have to pull it back. Then deliver the heel pump, and this should be going to the face. And then cover out if you wish. We're going to do it a little bit quicker without the explanation. We hope this video helped you. Thank you very much.